Hey everybody. So I got a percussion slab here of gold sheen, and I thought I'd try and do something with it. See what happens here. I think I'm going to start out with, I should probably start out with indirect, but I like this gold sheen. This is pretty cool obsidian. Pretty cool. And unlike the silver sheen, this generally naps pretty well. I've had lots of trouble with silver sheen, but sometimes not, but it just, for some reason, something about it. But this gold sheen naps pretty good. This stuff would make a pretty cool trifacial point. I know it's completely the wrong material, but it would just look pretty cool on a trifacial point. Which I got several more of those that I'm wanting to nap, actually. Once you get the square edge off, then it's all about building convexity. Without breaking it in the process of gaining that convexity. All I'm doing here is I'm taking these ridges, like, or this low platform like here and here, and opportunistically hitting on some of those and bringing some flakes in a little ways on the piece, trying to clear some of that surface and just kind of give some a little bit of convexity to a piece that has none. Well, we just about got that side cleared. Just about. Majority of the rest of that should probably clear off as we go. Took a little bite out of the side. I'd rather have not done that, but I got a mess going on here. Which is probably going to be a problem. Yeah, it's coming apart funky. I have to take some chances, try and clear it from this side, which that one went pretty well, but nope. That one went pretty well too. Shoot, I didn't realize I still had a piece of... Should clear it off now. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Hold on, let me get this obsidian out. Okay, I had to get that obsidian out from underneath me there. I think we're just going to make this a big old blade is what I think we're going to make. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just make a big old blade. I do have a lump right there that I'd love to get off, so we might try and get that off with indirect. And we're obviously not done yet, but probably just a big leaf-shaped blade is what we're going to make. But I got to get this off here. So I'd probably do that with percussion, direct percussion. We'll see. I got rid of 99% of that lump. We may not even use indirect on this one. And I'm an indirect guy. So, anyways, yeah, we got that off there. It's all right. I'll try this one. The nail moves around in it, which drives me nuts. But I might be able to jam a piece of leather in there and maybe with it and tighten it up, but we'll see. I don't know if I should zoom in some or I'm afraid I'm going to get out of frame more than I normally do. Got a fracture right there on the edge. Right there. Probably gonna lose part of that edge. I doubt there's any way to get that out of there without losing part of the edge. And we lost a little bit of it. It does have a little step right there that just popped most of it off. There's still some there though. Let's see. Where's my whopper at? I don't know what I did. There it is. There's a couple things I was going to try and take off here if I could. Yeah, it's got a bit of a problem in the middle. I got rid of some of it. That went right through it, but it left this part, but I think I can pop that off. So one side just not flaking quite as clean, but I probably ought to quit messing with it before something disastrous happens. Yeah, we got kind of mess on this side. popping a lot of that off there, but let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. Well, heck. That side's a mess. I probably should have just left that alone. We'd probably be done right now if I had. But and I made a mess out of that side. That side's just fine. Nothing wrong with that side. It's fine. That side, not so much. It's got some issues. But a guy ought to be able to bring a flake in right here and clear a bunch of that off. But we're also getting pretty thin for Obsidian and a blade this size, so I might leave it. I don't know yet. I should be able to take a flake in right there too. I'm actually gonna try this. I don't know what the wisdom of doing this is. I probably really should be using indirect percussion That's what I'm more accustomed to. No, that's just crushing away the edge. I don't exactly know why. That should pop off there. It's just getting worse. Should have never got it this thin. Because that dude's really thin now. I did manage to clear a bunch of that off, but then I left something that was probably even worse. But it might be able to get a hold of this a little better like that right there and pop it off. That worked pretty good actually. And if I could just pop this off. Nope. It's a negative Ghost Rider. I'm not getting that out of there. I am pretty sure that's not coming out. Probably not without breaking it. I'm going to have one shot probably at getting that out of there, and it isn't a very good one. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to do. We only got it out of there. It'll be all right. Okay. Oh no! Doggone it. Well, that's going to change things. Too much pressure, hand pressure. I think, honestly, I think about something else, and that's all right. You know, if I don't break it again, it'll be okay. It's just a rock. Kind of an expensive rock, but it's a rock nonetheless. So tomorrow morning I head out early. I gotta head up north, go pick up a bunch of rock, some of it for myself and some of it for my friend John Tuttle. It's about 6 hours north or so where I got to go pick this rock up, and then probably the next day I'm going to be taking it down to him in Mississippi. See how that goes, how wore out I am. Not a big fan of traveling long distances. But I don't mind doing it, but it's hard on my back, so in some weird way. Okay, now what are we going to do with it? Since we're not making it can still be a blade, I guess, but what are we going to do here? kind of like how this contracts right here, actually. So we might do a little more of that. It's amazing. You can snap a 1/2 inch off the end and how much it changes everything. And that was just too much hand pressure. I've fought tooth and nail with Obsidian here lately. I guess because I don't knap much of it, but I don't know. Yeah, probably just make a big spear tip, huh? So it's been a pretty rough year for our family. My mom passed away a couple months ago, and my wife's godfather passed away. Her Uncle Bill, and yesterday my grandma passed away. I guess I'd already made peace with it. I knew it was coming, and even if she had recovered from what she was going through, she would had to be in an old folks home, and she's never lived in an old folks home. She's 92, almost 93 years old. Always lived on her own, cooked for herself, did all of her own stuff, and she hated not being in her own home, in her own bed. So she would have never been happy in an old folks home, and she lived a long life. We got her for a long time, and it's sad to see her go. That whole generation, like her, that Dust Bowl generation, you know, it is sad to see them go, because they're the best of us, and she's gonna be missed. So is my mom and Uncle Bill, and they'll all be missed. But life keeps going. I feel sorry for my dad, because he lost this year alone. He lost the two most important women in his life, his wife and his mom. You know, so that's a tough go. Not to bum things out, but just saying. That was on my mind, so I had to say it. So. All right. Looks like a spear tip. I don't know if there's any points out in far west. Of course, this wouldn't have been far west. This would have been Mexico. This is Mexican gold sheen. So I'd imagine course, a lot of the points that were in Mexico also translates up into New Mexico and Texas and all that. So but this is that Mexican gold sheen. And I like this better than a lot of the other stuff. I've said that before. Because I don't want to have to go out in the sunlight to hold my point up to see the color in it. So, to me, I'd rather do this Mexican gold sheen or I guess some of the rainbow. Maybe you don't have to do that. I don't know. I've never had any that you could just hold up in the house and they would just have this show off all the color, but maybe it exists. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to pick all that up. I'm going to have some new rock for sale here pretty soon. Here next year, that's going to expand quite a bit. So I just have to do it a little bit at a time because I still have to work in the leather shop, you know, so. I'd love to just sell rock and knap points all day long, but there ain't a person watching this that probably wouldn't want to do that. But it's kind of like the leather work. So your odds of becoming a professional leather worker and actually making an actual good living at it are about the same as playing for the NFL. There's literally hundreds of thousands of people that would just love to do that. And a lot of them try it and they don't make it because everything has to just happen just right for that to work out. And I'm not saying that it can't be done, obviously, because I did it, but it ain't easy. I really got lucky, and I was determined and ornery and all the rest of it. So it takes some determination to, and you definitely have to be a self-starter to I actually think I'm going to leave, man, that thing would cut you to pieces. I actually think I'm going to leave it like that. I like that. Ain't bad. It's got a little bit of a little something right here. Maybe a little fat spot right here, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty doggone good. All right, well, that's shiny and gold. Let's see. I'm gonna look at something here. 51 minutes. Let's go to the far west. Well, those are cool. Gypsum Cave. I like those. We could have made that out of it. They ain't real big, but here's a gypsum cave, and they vary, but it's not the same as a gypsum cave. But it's funny that so the Adena culture apparently didn't go far out west, but there's a lot of these points that are very Adena looking, you know, beaver tail Adena. But anyways, I didn't know if there's anything in. I wasn't trying to make anything, but in particular. Obviously, you guys are just watching it. You watched me break it and change it twice. I'm just seeing what all's in here. That's something that would have been a cool one to do. Northern side notch, which I'd done one of those not that long ago, actually, on video. So a lot of stemmed points out west. Stemmed obsidian points. So anyhow, Humboldt basil notch. That's pretty nice. Maybe I'll make one of those sometime. It's kind of like a kind of Daltonish. Hooks contracting stem. Well, that's almost it. You could call it a hooks contracting stem, I guess. Hoax, is that what it is? H-O-U-X. Yeah. Looks like that gypsum cave, only bigger. So anyways, it wasn't any particular point, so that's pretty cool right there. That Elko split stem, I like those. All right, well, that was it for that. I just wanted to show you all that, and my book is fell apart into pieces. It's no longer together. I stayed out here during the summer, and the whole back came apart, but we still got some stuff in there. But there's our point, and you can see that gold in there, boy, just shining, shining, shining. And you don't have to go outside to see that, so I like that. So that's a cool point. I like it. I'm going to bring this corner up a little bit, and I'm going to pick away at the edge a little bit off camera and clean it up just a little bit. But there we go. I just wanted to get something done today. I did do a little bit of abo, and if you guys haven't checked out the abo series, it's worth a good laugh. The first one is pretty embarrassing. The second one got a little bit better. Here's the point that I just made. That was my first one. This started out with a pretty good spall, and it turned into an almond. And this one was a lot smaller spall, and it turned into an actual arrowhead, all abo, and pretty cool. You could put that on atlatl dart and shove that through something. I'd probably sharpen the tip a little bit, but man, you could throw that through a buffalo, no problem. You'd do it. Kill a mammoth, whatever. All right, and that's kind of like a northern side notch a little bit there, huh? Looks just like a northern side notch. They're kind of like that, but it ain't any particular point. I was honestly just trying to get some notches in it, because this one was 3-to-1, and I think this one's 5-to-1. So not only did we get something more arrowhead looking on the second try, but it's thinner, so we're moving in the right direction. So anyways, and this is all chirped from the video before that. I'll probably go ahead and release it, the spalling bifacing, or spalling heat treating bifacing video. Just you know, that spalling is what it is, but but I'm gonna release that video anyways. I'm probably gonna go in there and get ready to do that now right after I finish. I'm just gonna clean up the edge, move this tip over just a little bit, because I was looking at it and seeing that it's over. But the surface is pretty clean considering where we started. It's got a little bit of a dip here at that, but you could put that in something definitely. So that looked pretty cool. Hafted it into a knife handle too. I might even do that. Not haft it into a knife handle and give it away to someone. That's possible. All right, y'all have a great day and night, whatever it is where you're at, and we'll catch you on the next one. Keep napping.